Yes, yeah, which is also in the folder.
All right, thanks everyone for coming to the first Wood Clio Senate Debate of the Year. We're very happy to have so many of you. Sorry, we've got people up in the balconies. We're crowded here, but that's great because we have a really excellent debate planned for you today. So I'm going to give brief introductions of our speakers and tell you just a little bit about the format of the event, and then we'll get on with it. So I think that we'll keep it brief though. So tonight's resolution is this House believes that eating meat is unethical. So on the government side, we have Bruce Friedrich, who is the Vice President of Policy and Government Affairs for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA. And you can all figure out what PETA does. They advocate for the ethical treatment of animals. Bruce has been the mastermind behind many of PETA's most attention-grabbing campaigns, including the famous streak meeting between the Queen of England and President George W. Bush, in which he ran by the two of them with no clothes and just saying, like, goveg.com written across his chest. He's promised not to do a repeat of that tonight. He is also the author of the Animal Activist Handbook, Maximizing Our Impact in Today's World, as well as a chapter in a book that was edited by our next speaker, Professor Peter Singer. Professor Singer is the Ira DeCamp Professor of Bioethics here at Princeton. He is best known as author of Animal Liberation. So on the other side of the debate, on the opposition side, we have two outstanding speakers. One is Peter Wicks, who is a visiting fellow at the James Madison Program in American Ideals and Institutions. His research deals with ethics and political philosophy, and he's currently working on a book about utilitarian consequentialism. He received his bachelor's degree at Oxford and his PhD from the University of Notre Dame. We're very happy to have him here for the year and specifically at this debate. Finally, our youngest debater that you might not know from looking at him is Matthew Sanier. Matt is a senior in the politics department here at Princeton, and he has been invited to present scholarly work at the Tocqueville Forum on the roots of American democracy in Washington, D.C., a very prestigious forum. He's also the chair of the Clio Party here in Wood Clio. So let's hear a nice big pound for all of our debaters. And now Charlie's going to give you just a couple of words about the format of tonight's debate.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming to Wood Clio. It's great to have all of you here. We hope you'll keep coming back. If you're not on our email list already, we'd love for you to be. We have sign-up sheets over by the door, and please do sign up before you go. A word on tonight's procedure. The way this is going to work is that the debaters who are sitting down there are briefly the main attraction, but then the main attraction becomes all about you. So we're going to hear constructive speeches, first from Bruce and then from Matt. There'll be brief rebuttals of about 5 to 7 minutes each. And then after that, Dan's going to open the floor for what are called floor speeches. Now there are really two things that you can do when you're acknowledged by the chair. One, you can ask a question. You can ask a question of any of the debaters sitting at the table tonight. Or two, you can give your own thoughts on what's been said so far for about a minute or a minute and a half. There are so many of you that we're going to try to keep it to about a minute or a minute and a half. If you have especially great things to say, we may let you run over. That's going to happen for about half an hour. After that, there are going to be very brief conclusions of about 4 or 5 minutes each. And then following that, we have lots of free food in the basement for you. We have both vegan food and non-vegan food for the vegans and vegetarians and carnivores among you. And we'd love to see you all there. It's in the basement. There's lots of food and lots of drinks to be had. Again, sign up for our email list. There'll be many, many more of these this year, and we'd love to see all of you again. Enjoy the show.
All right, so timing is purely at my discretion, but there are sort of approximate times for each of the speeches. I will bang this giant gavel once when you have 1 minute remaining in your speech. And then when your speech time is over, again, pretty much solely at my discretion, I will bang the gavel repeatedly. And I hope that others in the audience will join in and we will literally pound the speaker down until they stop talking. we are somewhat brutal here at Wood Clio. Anyway, without further ado, Bruce Friedrich, please deliver opening remarks. Here.